What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, and in today's video I'm going to be answering a very commonly asked question on this channel. What ever happened to Nomad the Clown? So if you guys are new here, you might not know what Nomad the Clown is, but if you are an experienced veteran here at the House of Masks, you probably remember this project. Years and years ago, I did a project called Stinky, and I had a clown that I just took all over the place with me for a full year. I did all kinds of shit with it. I wore it every day. I peed on it. Pretty much anything that would have been done on stage with Slipknot was done to that mask every single day for a year. I just wanted to see how the mask turned out at the end of it. So it went through a lot of stress, repaints, stitching, a lot of bodily fluids were on it, and it was gross. But it was a really fun project, and it brought a lot of attention to the House of Masks. So when it was over, I kind of felt like a void, and I wanted to continue doing these experiments with these vinyl West German clown masks. So after a month of stewing on the idea, trying to figure out what the next experiment was going to be, how do I top Stinky, me and a few friends had talked, and we decided that a traveling clown would be the best idea. I would send him to artists all over the world for a week at a time for an entire year, let everyone do whatever they wanted with him, and then see how he looked by the time he got back. Now, since this clown mask is pretty well known for being the clown in Slipknot's original mask, we decided to go with a Slipknot style name. Gray Chapter had just come out, and there's a song on that album called Nomadic. And what is a nomad? Someone that's constantly on the road, so we decided to name him Nomad. It was all working out pretty well. This mask went to dozens of people. Mask makers, musicians, photographers, random fucking people that weren't any of that. And he had quite a few cool looks, all of which I will be showing at the end of this video. But the kicker and the too good to be true type thing that happened was, well, it's kind of a long story. Let me start at the beginning. I was the first person to do anything with Nomad. He was a regular bald West German clown that I ended up buying from a friend here in town. The first thing that I did to him was kind of painted him like Jay Weinberg had started painting his mask. I did black and white face paint streaks up and down the mask, and I thought it looked pretty rad. I kind of sort of washed them off by the time he had left my week and went to the first artist, and it was left with this really weird, like, faded residue. It just looked really cool. But anyways, it was inspired by Jay Weinberg. I really liked what Jay was doing with his mask, so that's what I did with this one before I sent it off to Paul Vick, who was the first person to get him. So it does all these rounds, goes through all these people, gets a lot of attention. Everybody's pretty certain that Clown started doing the West G variants on 0.5 because of Nomad. His first variant looked a lot like Michelle Morgore and Peter Joseph's Nomad paint job, and that one was the kicker. That was the big one that went crazy, and a lot of people started paying attention after that. So the Nomad project had gained a lot of traction, to say the least. Now, I had a friend that was friends with a particular member in Slipknot, and the end goal, the finishing touch, the final thing was that Nomad was going to go to this dude. Not going to say who it was, but it would have been fucking sick. A lot of things would have made sense if that had happened. And after trying and trying to make that happen, it just didn't, and I got really discouraged, and the mask came back to me, and it was like its final couple days, and I just never did anything with it. I was really bummed out about the fact that I wasn't able to get that in this dude's hands to end, and man, it would have fucking took off even harder if that had happened. So I do believe that technically my dad was the last person to have him, and he had ended it with a black paint job that had like some runny eyes and stuff. And as you can see, the mask looks a little different now. It's been in my basement for quite some time. I did have it in the office when this room was the office, but I never really posted about it. I never really put a finale. I never made a video. And it really is just because I got discouraged by the project. I was really, really looking forward to that ending for quite some time, and it never happened. And by that point, I was on to other stuff. Obviously, we had launched a merch store. I was doing conventions, had my own look, stuff like that to be worried about. So it was pretty crazy there for a while, and honestly, he just got put on the back burner. I do regret that now. I do regret not just ending this strongly, especially since we continued the tradition and we did the outside clown for a year. But things happen, and that's basically the short answer. But here he is now. I kind of went over him with some acetone and exposed a bunch of different paint jobs underneath, although there are tons, and there are dozens of signatures from everybody that got this on the inside. I'll show all that off here at the end of the video, and then I'll go ahead and do photos from different artists. Not going to worry about putting those in order because honestly I don't know the order. I can't remember. I had a list on an old phone. That old phone no longer exists, so I can't check the order. And hell, even my Facebooks and my Instagram got fucking taken down, so I can't look at the order that they were in. So use your imagination, put them into whatever order you had in mind. I definitely had big plans for this dude at the end. I was going to have a contest and make merch based off of the top, like, voted looks of the Nomad clown, and me and the people that did those top looks, like, they were going to get a trophy with Nomad on top with their paint job. It was going to be fucking cool, but it didn't happen. I'm really sorry. I do apologize. Shit happens. And yeah, we have him now. So I'm going to stop blabbering. I'll go ahead and show him off up in detail. I'll show you guys the inside of him and everything, and then we will run through some photos of him through his experience from a few years back. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you later.
Perfect. Perfect. Hey.